Hello everyone, and welcome to Rewind, the retro video game show coming to you live every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on the AWS for Games channels on YouTube and Twitch. My name is Chris Melissinos, and I'm the Principal Evangelist for video games here at AWS. And on this episode of Rewind, I'm going to share an awesome gift that I received this Christmas from my wife. That was a fantastic nostalgia trip for me. The Lego Atari video computer system. We'll discuss why it's awesome, check out the build process, and I'll share some plans that I have for it. Then we'll jump back over to the 8-bit living room and check out the holiday update for the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration package from Digital Eclipse, who is now owned by Atari. So I got my wood grain Atari hoodie on. I have our new lab station set up over here. And let's jump over to the lab and check out the Atari video computer system Lego build. But also make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. And that way you'll be alerted to if you hit the alert button when we go live every Friday with new content for you. So with that, let's go ahead and make our way over to the demo, the lab station there, and check out the Atari VCS Lego Edition. All right, so what you can see here that I have up and running is the build. So I did basically a time-lapse build of the Atari VCS computer system. Now I'm going to actually show you what that looks like. Now, I won't be able to chat with you while I'm doing this, but here we are over here at the demo station, or the lab bench here. And here we have the completed Atari VCS Lego Edition, which was just really, really incredible. Now, what was awesome about this was not only did it combine two amazing things, right, from my childhood, which was the Atari and Lego, but the attention to detail that the designers took in building this was really, really extraordinary. So all the way down to things like the front wood paneling, right? Wood paneling actually has a grain to it, so it kind of mimicked that as well. This is obviously the 4-switch model, not the 6-switcher, although they did put the switches on the back that you would have found on the Atari VCS 4-switch here. And a couple of other interesting pieces is these buttons here operate just like they did on the original, where they spring back, but these operate as switches. So again, a really good attention to detail in building this out. This is approximately, really close to the size of the original VCS, right? Which just makes this a lovely addition, right, to any Lego build, or for any retro gamer like myself. And so they have these nice rounded sides here that mimic, again, exactly the way the VCS looked. On the back here, we have two joystick ports. We have the switches, and then, of course, the power adapter, where that would be. Out of this hole is where you would have the cable to connect to your TV. So really, really cool. Now, it would be cool enough if it was just the console itself that was part of the build, but they did a whole bunch of other things with this as well. So one of the really neat surprises with this is across this vented top here, when you pull this back, out pops a retro 80s bedroom scene. So you can see here, there's ostensibly me, although, not with that dark hair, sitting down there playing in the 80s bedroom. Even has, graphics on the screen for the little CRT that's there. I love the fact that it's a nice fat CRT. They have a little Atari VCS sitting there and a replica of the joystick as well. New wave posters and things like that. So just a little surprise, a little touch of 80s nostalgia built right in to the console itself. This is very similar to what they did with the NES version of the NES Lego set that they had also released. On the side of the NES, when you take off the cover on the side, you can see where the power supply would have been, but the power supply components were actually set up to look like the very first level of Mario or some of the elements from there. So they really leaned into this and was really very cool. So as I said, it'd be cool enough if it was just the console that was there. But in the same set came 3 cartridges that you could build. So we have Asteroids, Adventure, and Centipede. And so these were 3 builds. And of course, this little stylish cartridge case that also came with the set and was really cool. I mean, again, they are approximately the size of the original cartridges, close enough that you get that feeling, of when you had gotten these when you were a kid. And what's really cool about this too is they also fit right into the cartridge slot on the system itself. Again, really awesome attention to detail on this set. So really very, very cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. You also have, the way the original cartridges were, which were black with these the colored stickers on there. But then you also had for Centipede, this is kind of a later release of cartridges where they had a silver sticker on there instead, right? And that's when they moved from the Atari VCS to the Atari 2600, right? Which is what it became known as. So you can see, on the console itself, it actually says video computer system. That, of course, was changed in later models of the Atari. So you got all these really neat little cartridges. And so these just sit up, next to your VCS on your shelf in your office or your family room, what have you. But that wasn't enough. Then they went ahead and also included these 3 awesome models that you could build that were based on the cartridges. So you have Adventure here, of course, with a dragon there, with the chalice on the inside. And then one of the cool things that they put on this little statue here is this white dot. Now, this dot is a reference to the hidden dot that is available by taking the bridge to this isolated room in the dungeon, grabbing the dot, putting 2 of the correct items in another room that had a vertical barrier to it, and you would grab this invisible dot, take it back over to that barrier, and you were able to walk through, and there was the display created by Warren Robnett, the very first video game Easter egg ever in a game or game console, and that was done by Warren Robnett. And so they even put the little dot here as an homage to that, which I think is really awesome. So we have the Adventure. We also have the Asteroids model that's all stood up like this. Lovely. And you have these kind of see-through acrylic pegs, so it looks like everything is floating in space. Really cool. And then, of course, you had the Centipede statue as well. And so putting these together, they sit right alongside your completed console and your cartridges. And of course, it wouldn't be a classic Atari machine without the classic joystick, the single red button joystick that so many of us that grew up in the earliest days of video games remember playing on. And so they did a really faithful reproduction of that joystick. You can also see that it moves around like this, although there are no switches in it or things like that. And they even have the connector, and the connector should plug into the back of this and stay. So let's see. Let me flip that around. It's kind of like a USB port, right? There you go. And so you have your Atari joystick on the original Atari VCS, 3 cartridges, and 3 little miniature statues that it came with. Pretty awesome. Now, I mentioned at the opening of this show here today that I'm working on something for this. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be modifying this machine, or this Lego set, not the machine, this Lego set to actually play the catalog of Atari 2600 games. So that will be for another future episode of Rewind, where we'll walk through how I went ahead and achieved that. But suffice to say, my goal is to turn this into an actual fully operating Atari VCS. So more on that to come. But if you are a fan of Legos and you are a fan of these older machines, right? The Atari VCS and then the NES, really fantastic sets Took about 2 days to build. It was just wonderful being able to kind of sit there, watch movies from that era. A lot of Tron, of course, was there. War games, too. And be able to put all this together. And it's really just a lovely reminder, a lovely set to have just sitting, in my office, reminding me of this awesome past. So this is the Atari Video Computer System Lego build. Once again, with the 3 cartridges, the cartridge holder, 3 lovely little statues that you could put together, these little scenes that you could put together. And again, just a lovely recreation of the OG, one of the most important game consoles ever released, the Atari Video Computer System. And then you can see up there in the corner is the time-lapse build of this set, which is about 7 minutes long. I think we've already looped through it once. So that is the Atari Video Computer System Lego set. Really, really fantastic. Again, for that OG nerd in your life, you cannot go wrong with this set. Ton of fun to put together. Super functional in terms of, or I should say accurate in terms of kind of size as best you can in Legos. And it's going to be even better when I turn it into a system that actually plays those games. So that's it. That is the Atari Video Computer System Lego set. Now we're going to go ahead and jump over to the 8-bit living room, and we're going to go and check out the updates to the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration package that was offered by Digital Eclipse, now owned by Atari. Let's go. Alrighty, gang, and here we are back over in the 8-bit living room. Now I can see chat, so if you have any questions about what we're showing here, please go ahead and fire it up and hit me in the chat there. But yeah, that was the Atari Lego set. So much fun to put that together. And just, it took about 2 days, 2 solid days of putting that together over the holiday break. My wife was like, really? Is that what you're going to do? Spend time doing that? I was like, hell yes, you bought it for me. I'm building it. It was awesome. But over the holiday break as well, Digital Eclipse, once again, now owned by Atari, who created the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration offering that we had last year, had updated the package with 12 new games. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at those games that are in the package here. So I'm going to stop this music so we can go and listen to some of the sound effects that are going on here. And let's go ahead and, drop this in. So, all right. Let's go ahead and put on the music in the background of this one here too. So let's see, little menu music. There we go. I think we have some menu music playing in the background right now. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. A little bit of that menu music. And so let's go ahead and jump into this. So they added 12 new games to this package. So if you happen to own the Atari 50th anniversary celebration, make sure you update it because there are more games waiting for you. Let's also go ahead and bring in some of our Atari commercials. So we've got some VCS and Atari commercials playing behind us. Let's also bring our Atari in here. There it is. Fantastic.
Have you played Atari today?
That is the question. Have you played Atari today? All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in and find these games. Now, the first new addition, we can go ahead. Let's see if it's actually in the menu system. I don't know if they just added to the catalog or they actually put in the timeline. So if you have not played around with the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration, this is a celebration of 50 years of Atari. And they have basically the incredible wizards over at Digital Eclipse had gone ahead and set this up to be kind of like a museum, a virtual museum, and really, really fantastic. So let's go ahead and kind of dig through here. So you can go ahead and look at, again, the consoles and images that they had. This is the 6 button that I'd mentioned while looking at the Lego set over there. And then you could go ahead and find your way over to media like this here from arcade to home.
The entire reason that Atari created the Atari 2600 home console
Yes.
was to put their arcade hits into the home. If we can sell home versions of our arcade hit games into the home, we can sell millions of them instead of just take quarters from the thousands of people who go to arcades.
That's right.
And so the hardware was designed to make it possible to play Tank and Pong. That's about all that they did in the hardware.
So the distinction is this. CoinUp gets to use...
So we're not going to watch all of them because we have a lot of games to go through, but this is what you were able to go ahead and observe right in this incredible collection of content here. And then you can go in and actually play the individual games. So I don't believe that they actually modified the timeline to add these in here. So the new games are just new additions. You're able to go in and start playing them, right? So let's go ahead and pop over to the game library. And so now with this edition, there are 115 games in this collection. Really, really amazing. And so let's go ahead and find the first one. So the first new one, I've not unlocked the hidden ones, the confidential ones, and there are clues that you would use. So a battleground in Sector 3 on Fields of Golden Void. If guests appear, don't hesitate, for both must be destroyed. That obviously is the combat game, but I just haven't played through it enough yet to go and unlock these other hidden unlockable games here. But they added, let's see, the first one that they added here is Adventure. Oh, and that's Aquaventure. That is a new one. Adventure 2. So here we go. Once again, you must dodge deadly dragons, retrieve the enchanted chalice, and return it to the castle. But this time you have to explore the deadly Fire and Ice Kingdoms. This is the official sequel to the Atari 2600 Classic that was created by Kurt Vendel in 2005 for the Atari Flashback 2 plug-and-play gaming console, incorporating elements from the Atari 5200 homebrew game by Ron Lloyd. Okay, while we go ahead and take a look at that, let me just log into this other machine. And let's just make sure that the health of the stream is good. I'm working here alone today, so I don't have anybody else to go and check this for me. So I'm just going to go double check, make sure that the audio is kicking in just fine. I believe it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and make sure before we jump in and get lost playing some of these new Atari VCS games that are available to us. So let's see. Yes. So we have it. The one thing that that we need to do is make sure that the audio is loud enough. For some reason, the audio coming out of this is pretty soft. So I need to go ahead and make adjustments for that later. But we're not going to be able to tackle that right now. So we'll just go tackle that a little bit later. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, this was made, as it says here, by Kurt Vendel for the Atari Flashback 2. The Flashback 2 plug and play, right? Those plug and play games, that systems that you got at Target, Walmart, and stuff like that. The Atari Flashback 2 was actually an Atari VCS. The innards were actually a real system, right? So it wasn't just emulating on a system on a chip, like an NES system on a chip. And there are instructions out there that will help you go ahead and actually turn that flashback into a fully functioning Atari VCS, which is pretty freaking awesome, right? But we don't have that. We're playing today on the 50th, the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration. And so here we go. All right, let's go ahead and fire up the Atari 2. So here we go. So much bigger mazes than what we had before and more dead ends. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of dead ends here. There was a bat flying by. Now, the way the bat works, right? The bat, if you have... Oh, it's carrying a dragon. There it is, carrying a yellow dragon. We do not want any of that nonsense. The bat is the worst, right? Because what the bat does is he just grabs items from you and whisks them away before you have a chance to go and retrieve them. So it can be a real pain in the ass. What we used to love to do was try to trap him in a castle, which I believe you could do, and he would stay in the castle just to kind of get him out of the way. And no, this is taking me back to where I'd originally started. So let's see, at least if we can just find one key and then make our way to one of the castles, that would be great. But let's go and check it out. I think I should probably go down here. And, oh, there's the yellow dragon. And I'm going to get eaten right there by that big old dragon duck. So that means that he has dropped off the there he is. Okay. So now we have the first key. It's the yellow key. And, of course, let's see. I saw the dragon disappear there. Oh, shoot. Yeah, look at him. He is trying to go ahead and track me here. Wait, where's he going? Let's see. All right, let's see if we can make it back to the yellow castle. I bet that's where the sword is. So let's see if we can make it through. Of course, we always used to call them dragon ducks when we were kids because that's what they look like. Okay, there is nothing there. Let's go down. Did I come down here before? I don't believe so. Shoot. Yeah, that's one of the problems here. You don't want to get stuck. So a much bigger adventure to be had, no pun intended, with Adventure 2 and available again on the Atari Flashback 2. All right. So there was no sword in there, but we do have the green key. So maybe I just have to take the green key up here and maybe the chalice will be right inside there. I don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn it. All right. So yeah, we got eaten by that dragon. Damn. Woo. Okay. That made me jump too. Yeah. Look at that. He's just going to go by and continue taunting me, right? Terrible. Wait, does it? Oh, so it let me continue from where I left off. Okay, but yeah, without, oh, shoot. Come on, buddy. Without having a sword to thwart this duck, he's just going to keep coming after me. So now it's a race. Let me see. Where's the bat? Where is that bat? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I couldn't get outside him. All right, let's try it again. Maybe I can go ahead and get around him. Let's see. Okay, no, that's the top one there. That's the smiling face room. And where did the dragon respawn? I don't know. But maybe we can get, if we can grab the bat, maybe we can get him to grab the dragon and basically trade, right? The dragon for, whoa, there he is. Damn it. So the bat took my key. Exactly what I was hoping to do for myself. He went ahead and did. Okay, let me get through his face. Shoot. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, man. That's just crazy. Okay, hold on. Here we go. One more time. Shoot. Okay, come on. There you go, you jerk. Oh, damn it. Let me see. Let's let him come by again. There he goes. All right, now we have him. Let's see if he'll go ahead and trade the dragon for the key. And let's see. You gonna do it, buddy? Come on. Oh, look at that. And he's dragging me away. Okay, good. So he's got the dragon now and he's flying away. And I just need to get over to the damn key before he does. Okay, so now the bat has the dragon and is taking him out of the way here. And let me go ahead and run all the way up and then back down here and then over. And there's the bridge, right? That bridge will help you get across those broken walls. I think I went the wrong way. There's the key there. Oh, look at green dragon. What the heck? Okay. Come on, get out of the way. Is he coming in here? No, he's not. Whew. Maybe. Oh, shoot, he is. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so Adventure 2, a whole lot more difficult than the original Adventure game. As you can see, I'm running away from this green duck dragon who's going to eat me. He's going to get me right here. Right, let's see. Can I do it? Can I do it? Nope. That's it. I'm hidden. All right. And that's Adventure 2. Let's go ahead and get out of Adventure 2 and get into another one of the games. All right. The next game that they added was bowling. I mean, obviously it's not Wii bowling, but it's fun. It's fun. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. And all right, here we are. And then you can, I believe, you put a little spin on the ball as it makes its way down the lane. You have to remember, this is one of the first cartridges that was made for the Atari. And in fact, all right, in this one, I'm able to actually move the ball up and down now that I'm remembering this. All right, here's the ball, and then I was able to clear out most of them just by wiggling the joystick up and down as we went through. And grab that, and that's the spare. And look at that little jaunty dance that he does by jumping up and down there. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. And nope, too much of a split. But this was, again, back in the day, this is a pretty serviceable little game. And a lot of fun to play. So yeah, this is another game that they added to the Atari 50th anniversary celebration, which is really one of the best values you can get in retro games done, as a modern package, right? They did really just a wonderfully beautiful job of putting this together. So, all right, so that is bowling on the Atari 50th. Okay, the next game was called Double Dunk. So we're going to get up there to Double Dunk. The Atari Advantage. So one of the final few games produced for the 2600, 1989's Double Dunk represents dramatic visual upgrade from the original basketball game released in 1978. It's a 2-on-2 half-court contest with true-to-life details like play calling, foul detection, shot clock violations, and 3-second lane violations. Many of these options can be toggled off if the player is not looking for a realistic simulation. All right, pretty interesting. All right, let's go ahead and give this a shot. You can already see, the animation of the players is so much better than in the other ones they've done. All right, here we go. And let's, let me see. Let me resume that. And let's see, there's that. Okay. And let's see, who am I? I am the green team there. I think, get up underneath him. Out of bounds, turned over to me, which is good. There we go. 2 points. Oh, he was going for that right there, wasn't he? Come on. I think what it does is it switches between the two. Oh, no. Shoot. It automatically switches between both, or the player that's closest to the ball. Damn, I stepped out of bounds. Yeah, that was my bad. Come on, get up in front of him. Get up. Yeah, so you obviously, with this single button he stole the ball. With the single button controller, you don't have, there we go. See, look at that pass right to the front. I had to clear the ball. No. Get under it. Oh, it was turned over. There's not a lot of strategy to be had, with it. With, again, just being the single button. But, I mean, this is certainly a whole lot more advanced than the original, basketball on this. And it kind of reminds me of Larry Bird and Dr. J Go 1-on-1, which was done by Electronic Arts in the 80s. So, although there are 4 people on the team, so it can't be 1-on-1. It has to be 2-on-2. I can do math, too. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we had Adventure 2, Bowling, Double Dunk, and now let's go ahead and jump into a game called Maze Craze. I think I remember this one. Here we go. Actually, I do remember this one. A game of cops and robbers Maze Craze, aka Maze Mania, in its Sears release. Sears. Sears had a version of the Atari VCS, known as the Atari 2600, that they sold called the Telesystems game. And in fact, on the last episode of Game Industry Legends with Alex Seropian of Bungie and Halo fame, we went ahead and we're talking about this, and that was the system that he grew up with. And that's how basically Atari really kind of got launched, was Sears went ahead and decided to start carrying their stuff. It was pretty cool. But it was badged as a Sears product, so sometimes it would change the name. And there you go, Maze Mania instead of Maze Craze. So randomly generates a series of blocks as an abstraction of crowded city streets. The red and blue players compete so you can escape the maze first, while game variants give the players the ability to plant obstacles in the way of their opponent. After completing work on Maze Craze, designer Rick Moore went on to create the VCS version of Space Invaders. So this was a very early game in the release of the original Atari. And all right, here we go. Now, the reason the screen was blanking like that is that there wasn't enough memory in the Atari VCS for it to generate the maze and display how it was generating it on screen at the same time. So what it would do is blank the screen just like this while it's recreating the maze. And we saw this in other games like chess, where it required all the processing power of the VCS before it made a move. And that's why the screen would go blank, so it didn't have to worry about drawing anything. And then it would go ahead and paint the screen and show you what the move was going to be. I'm going to go ahead and play a little music in the background here while we are playing today. All right, let's go ahead and give this one a shot. Yeah, so the thing is, this is a two-player affair. And I don't have a second person to play with me. Isn't that just so sad? But yeah, this is basically, you all are rushing to go ahead and get out of the maze first before your opponent did. At least let's just get over and see if, what the cheer is, or the alert when you leave. And there you go. Yeah, just a random gobbledygook of audio, right? But anyway, so yeah, this was Maze Craze. Need 2 players to go ahead and play this one. And that was not uncommon in the Atari, in the early collection. In fact, Combat, that came with the system, was the pack-in game, required 2 players to go ahead and play. So, all right, that was Maze Craze. Now let's go over to, I apologize for this one. This one is Miniature Golf. Yeah, released in 1979, interpretation of the popular family pastime. Players attempt to put their golf ball around 9 play fields, populated with tricky boundaries and moving obstacles. Released in 1979, arcade golf in its Sears telegame release. It still enjoys a following for successful mechanics and enduring challenge. Challenge is the right way to phrase this. So, all right, here we go. Let's see what we need to do here. All right, so I'm moving the club around. Okay, let me see. Hold on. How do I move that forward? I'm not sure. All right, so one of the nice things here is we have an instruction manual. So let's go and take a look at the instruction manual. How to play, and we'll zoom in so we can go ahead and check that out. Use your sense of timing and perceptiveness in judging distance. They're about to get fine-tuned. Exciting video games, in the golf course, blah, blah, blah. All right, the club is the blue thing right there. Use the controller. Use your joystick controller to position the club. Press the red button on the joystick to release the club and hit the ball. The club actually covers the ball at the beginning of each hole. Your first step, therefore, is to move the club away. Push the joystick forward to move the club up, down, left, or right. That's right. Push the joystick to the left to move the club left, right, right. And then direction of travel. After being struck, the ball travels along the same line of trajectory already established by the club. Here's the problem. It's a square. So it's difficult to know where you are starting from, but let's see what happens here. Okay. Oh, I see. Look at that. How far I had to go ahead and move the club away just to get the ball to be hit, right? I mean, how are you supposed to do that? Okay, let's see. All right, we're only going to do this one hole, and then we're going to move on to our next game. Okay, now now it's going to make me... Okay, good. At least I got past that. All right, 12 strokes. There you go. And that's all you got was that beep, right? Terrible, absolutely terrible. But it's included here for historical reasons, right? So, all right, that was miniature golf. I mean, I can see the appeal in terms of it being difficult to go ahead and play. But yeah, you know, well, I shouldn't say it's appeal. It's just difficult to play. All right, let's try Moto Rodeo in 1990. Now remember, the Atari 2600, the VCS, came out in 1977. So it was still releasing games right up until the next, you know, generation of actually well into the next generation of consoles, right? So monster trucks come out to play in this two-player split-screen racer released in 1990 as one of the Atari 2600 final games. Moto Rodeo offers deceptively sophisticated gameplay as players navigate through obstacles like mud pits and ramps. Points are awarded for crushing cars, demolishing walls, and landing from huge ramp jumps with skillful accuracy. Developed by Axelon, a game company founded by Nolan Bushnell after he left Atari. That's right, Nolan co-founded Atari. Left Atari, went off to create Chuck E. Cheese, amongst a whole other slew of companies. The man, a prolific inventor, super brilliant, and awesome guy. So, all right, let's go ahead and play a little bit of Moto Rodeo. So let's see, computer, truck tires, player, blazer, tracks. Let's see, tires, truck tracks. Let's do blazer tires. All right. We are going to make this a bit medium because I've never played it before, and we're going to figure out what we need to do here. Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh, you know, it's a little bit like Moon Patrol in that regard. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Oh, I hit that platform. That's what that was. Little springboard there. Oh, look how that is rotating like that. Oh, got to jump over this car. Oh, I missed that 50 points there. Oh, and I'm deep in the water now. Deep in it. And then, let's see. Oh, look at that! Kind of reminds me a little bit of like Line Rider, if you recall playing that game. Here we go. Oh, nope, smashed right into that car. Dang it. And, okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Jump that. Couldn't get out of the way there. And now we should be in the springboard there. And okay, and we went ahead and just did that. And yeah, I'm getting hosed by the computer here, but we're giving it a good try. Look at that flip. Oh, landed on that car. I love how you crush the cars too. That's pretty awesome. And here we go. And oh, I missed the spring. And let's see. Nope, can't go ahead and jump over that either. Yeah, so this Moto Roto, right? This is a tough one here. Okay, yeah, see how that, it became a barrier, then it became a springboard for me, right? Look at that. Oh, jumped right over him. And we got that flip going. And we got that going. We got that going. Oh, look at that. Now I'm bouncing through it. Okay. All right, so this one is pretty amazing for the Atari VCS. Oh, come on. That felt a little cheap. Come on. Come on, come on. Crush that car, buddy. Oh, I think, do I have to pull back to make him jump up? I think so, yeah. Come on, get over there. Yeah, he is going to destroy me here. Look at that. Yeah, because I needed to wait. So you have to really adjust your... You have to adjust your flow for this one. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Dang it. Yeah, can't make it over that guy. Look at this. Just bouncing through it. Just bouncing through it. I wonder if it was just trying to play catch up. But anyway, that is Moto Rodeo. Very cool little game. And of course, one of the very last ones done for the Atari VCS by Nolan Bushnell's company. So, which is also really cool, right? That he got to kind of bookend the the console that he basically helped bring to the world. So pretty awesome, pretty fantastic little game. All right, that is Moto Rodeo. All right, now let's go ahead and check out a few more. I'm saving the best one for last. We're about halfway through these. The next one is a game called Aqua Venture. Let's go ahead and check this one out and see what this one's all about. In this rare 1983 prototype, you must dive to the bottom of the ocean ocean floor to collect treasure while dodging dangerous sea creatures and managing your oxygen supply. A victim of the 1983 industry crash, Aqua Venture was completed but left unpublished for years. Mysteriously, it does not appear in Atari internal documents in the era. Atari officially released it on a 2600 cartridge in 2022. All right, let's see what Aqua Venture is going to offer us here. Oh, I see. Okay. So, yeah, shooting fish. Okay, now I have to go down. Oh, yeah, so, oh, that's pretty. Oh, no. Shoot. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see if we can get down there. And I have to manage my oxygen, too. Oh, shoot. Okay. Get down there, and I'm going to grab that treasure. Oh, and now that I've got the treasure with me, it's actually slower moving up because I'm weighted down. Is that what it is? But I don't know if I want to hit a mermaid. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, yeah, the mermaid takes you up there. All right. Now we're on to level 2. Yeah, this is in the era of the Running Man graphic, right? It's how do we make a realistic looking Running Man. Oh, shoot. On a system that's limited like this one is. Okay, yeah, see now. You can't hit the sides either. Okay, yeah, so when you eliminate a slow-moving fish, it gets replaced by a fast-moving fish, as you can see there. What hit me? Oh, I didn't see what hit me. Yeah, but this is Aqua Venture. Pretty cool. And I can see how addictive this can get. All right, so now let me just avoid sea creatures instead of... Oh, let's see, I ran out of air there. Let me avoid sea creatures instead of shooting them so I don't let faster moving ones into the playfield here. And I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to have to go ahead and let some of these get... Okay, let's see. All right, and now I'm up here, and let's see. All right, there we go. Hooray! I am playing Atari today. So this was Aqua Venture. Pretty cool little game. All right, let's go ahead and move on and get the rest of these done. This next one is called Save Mary. And we need to check out what Save Mary is all about. Here we go. Save Mary. Mary is unfortunately stranded at the bottom of a canyon that's filling with water. It's up to you to build her a platform high enough for you to reach her with your crane and pull her to safety. Designed by Todd Fry, the creator of Sword Quest and Pac-Man. In 1990, this action puzzle game was not officially released till it appeared on the Atari Flashback 2 plug-and-play console in 2005. All right, let's go ahead and give this a shot as well. Okay, now I seem to remember playing this one before. So what you have to do here is grab these pieces and let's see, I have to get them onto the platform that Mary's standing on. Okay, so there you go. Now what she'll do is she will traverse that platform there, and what you want to do, you want to drop the other platforms, okay, next to her there. Yeah, you want to give Mary a little bit of, oh no, I'm going to drop right on her. Shoot. I crushed Mary. Okay, let's try this again. All right, save Mary. So the water is rising there at the bottom of the screen. So you got to go ahead and get Mary out before the water drowns her. Is she going to be able to go across it? Nope. She did. She did jump on that. Okay. Let's see. There we go. That's 2. And then, let's see. Okay, we're going to drop this. Oh, shoot. What's this? I don't know what that was. Shoot, I missed that. Damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, so you want to hit those pieces before they... Oh, and I crushed her again. Dang it. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. 1, 2... And now I'm not sure what these other pieces are for. I crushed her again. My goodness. Terrible job saving Mary here. Okay. Okay, there we go. Nope, I'm going to drop it right on her head. Okay, I suck. I can't save Mary here, but you get the idea. This is what the game is. I don't know what these other pieces are. Like, what is this here? Let me... Oh, I can't drop that on her. Okay, so now what we're going to do is wait till she's out of the way. Then move that. No, it needs to have a little bit more than that. Damn it. Okay, let's try this again. And I'm just dropped it right on her head again. Anyway, that saved Mary. I didn't do it. Maybe you can do it. Go ahead and get your update in the Atari 50th and check it out. All right. We've got 4 more to go before we're out of here for the day. So the first one, the first of the last 4 is Super Football, developed by Star Raiders programmer Doug Neubauer. Super Football is a particularly impressive example of what developers could achieve after a decade of 2600 development. The smooth sprite animations and the player's perspective down the scrolling gridiron offered a clear direction to sports game developers of the 16-bit era. Oh, look at that. We have a nice title screen up there. Oh, look at that. Okay, it's not Madden, but there you go on the original Atari. All right, okay. And it's kicked that down there. All right, and so I need to go ahead and try to, come on, make a hole, make a hole. And I got tackled. Oh, look at that. Even looks like he got sacked. That was good. Okay, here we go. And there we go. Bomb it. Oh, and I see. Okay, so control automatically shifts to your receiver when you do that. Okay, let's go ahead and bring it in again. And hike. Follow that in and bomb it. Come on. Oh, my goodness. I'm a tough time switching over there. All right, let's try it again. And we've got it. And go. Okay. Oh, almost. And then, of course, you'd bring in a special team, right, to go ahead and kick because you certainly don't want to. I wonder if you had to use the other switches on the control. No? All right, let's see. And bring it in. And all right, let's go run. Oh, get out of my way, dude. Run right through. Can I get first? I'm not going to get the first down, am I? Close. What did I hit? What did I hit? Nope. 25 and 10. Other direction. That's for the other team there. Right? Is that right? Or is it going to let me play both out there? Okay, no, it's not. Yep. Oh, interception. So that should turn over to me, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see. And let's get in there and go. Bomb that. Oh, and threw an interception. Damn it. Anyway, that is Super Football, a far cry from the original football. I wonder if the original football is on here. If it is, let's go ahead and take just a quick look at that so you can see the difference. I believe it is. Yeah, here we go. All right, this is real sports football. So you've got this side-scrolling version, right, of the game. And this is what we're used to seeing in like Tecmo Bowl and, you know, some of the earlier games. This one's moving a whole lot faster than that other one, which was in a kind of a 3D, perspective. And I'm just throwing the ball away. Man, that does move really fast. So, this more sophisticated gameplay than we had on the original, but not quite on the last one that we looked at. But if we go and compare that to the original football, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Do we have that here? Oh, no, we don't have Atari's football on here, which is a good thing, actually, because it was terrible. I mean, just really, really terrible. All right, so now we have Return to Haunted House. Haunted House, one of the most beloved games on the Atari 2600 or the VCS. And here we go. So this is an update. Homebrew programmer Anthony Wong created this game in 2005 to continue the legacy of the original haunted house. Players must explore the ghost-riddled mansion of Zachary Graves. Only by finding Graves' skull and returning to its underground crypt will the town of Spirit Bay be freed from its supernatural curse. Oh, shoot. Got that familiar, that classic music. Let's go ahead and see what we need to do. Return to haunted house. And let's see. Let me see. Let's zoom in and let's pan this image there. Okay, we have a story. I barely escaped my life. Blah, blah, blah. Prepare to be scared to death again. Yeah, I don't know if that's an air horn, celebration, but there you go. All right, let's see. What do we need to do here? And let's see. Move in any of 8 directions with your joystick in that direction. Each area shown on the screen will have one or more barriers or walls. Blah, blah, blah. We need to pick up certain objects to help us in our search for the skull. We pick up an object. All that's necessary is to touch it. You'll hear it sound that will notify you, so on and so forth. To drop the object, press the red controller button. You'll hear a different sound. To open any locked door, touch it with that door's corresponding colored keys. Okay, that's simple enough. And by pressing the red controller button, we'll reset the game at the start and after the player dies if the screen has darkened. Okay. Difficulty switches. We can increase those. We don't want to do that. We have objects here. Okay, skull, a scepter, a ladder, climb over the walls, old man Graves' eye, dismembered hand, and a shovel. So a lot more than in the original one. Creatures, we have ghosts. We have Batty the thieving bat, normally the green vampire bat. And then we have tarantulas. All right, let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what it does. All right, so I'm not sure what I need to do with this. But one of the things about this game was when you would have the lightning that would hit. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Now moving into... let's see. Can I grab that? Why can't I grab that? Okay, it's not letting me grab that. I wonder, do I need a magnet or something? Do I get that off there? It's a little bit like adventure now that we moved into. Okay, that's the crypt that I was in. Yeah, so it's a little bit of Haunted Mansion and a little bit of adventure. Oh, look at that, the ghost mouth. Oh, that scared the crap out of me, actually. Okay, yeah, let's see. Where are we going? And we want to get over here. What is this thing flashing in the wall? I don't know. Let's see. Is it like, oh, it is. Okay, it's just like a bridge. Yeah, so, that's what I would need to do then. So I would need to grab the, you know what I did? I just locked myself into a wall there. I can't get out now. I would have to go ahead and reset myself. So, yeah, Haunted House, Return to Haunted House, definitely more complex than the original Haunted House, and something that we'd want to go ahead and dig into at a later time. Okay, we have 2 more. This one, I loved playing this when I was a kid, but I'm not sure how well it's going to play with the controller. You really needed a paddle controller. This is Circus Atari, a variation on Breakout. Circus Atari challenges players to pop balloons at the top of the screen using a paddle controller to launch the clowns via a teeter-totter from the ground below. Released in 1980, just a scant 3 years after the release of the original VCS, Circus Atari is very likely inspired by a similar XD arcade game simply called Circus. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a shot. All right, here we go. And so, actually, that's pretty smooth. All right, let's see. So now the trick with this one is you're not catching them just anywhere. You have to catch them on the opposite side of the springboard. Oh, shoot, I missed him. And you can flip the springboard around to go ahead and catch where you need to. And then the closer to the edge of the springboard, the higher the other, performer will travel. So you want to go ahead and try to bounce him right on the edge of the springboard. You can see then they got up there and popped the balloons, and you can't have them land on your side either. So there we go. Let's go ahead and give that a shot. Boom. Boom. Dang, man, crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Terrible. Yeah, you really do need a control. Now, one of the things that the awesome folks over at Digital Eclipse did was they made a paddle control that you could 3D print and put onto your Xbox controller, and then have that paddle action, which is pretty awesome. But that was Circus Atari. Okay, and we saved the best for last in the new games that were added to this. So the game I'm going to show you right now is called Warbirds. This was on the Atari Lynx, and back before the release of this game, it originally was slated to be part of the game compilation, but for reasons we won't go into, it wasn't included in the original version. But I had a chance to play this before its release and was like, I cannot believe you're putting the best game for the Atari Lynx on this this compilation. This one's great. A Lynx exclusive, Warbirds offered a first-person aerial dogfighting in World War I. Warbirds was programmed by longtime Atari employee Rob Zeidbell, who also converted Missile Command for the 5200. And this could be up to 4 players. Right? Remember at the time that this thing was released, up to 4 players playing on this. I'll turn down the music a little bit on that. And of course, I have the little shader going on there to make it look like the pixelated screen of the Atari Lynx. And here we go. So I'll show you what this is like. Let's go ahead and fight the Red Baron. So you can see it's doing this awesome sprite scaling. You can hide through the clouds there. You could shut off the engine, and that would let you go ahead and handle like a stall if you had it. And then you could go and fire it back up, and you could hear it turn back on. And so now we are looking for the Red Baron in the clouds here. Oh, there he is. Dang it. Okay, let's see. Can we get back around? There he is. So, you know, again, in the time that this was released, we did not have 3D, these types of 3D games, right? These flight games and dogfighting games and things like that. I mean, look at this. They even put some detail on the ground that looks like some sort of little farmhouse or building there. You have little mountain peaks there as well, and you could fly down to them, right? Which is pretty cool. And then what you could also do, oh my goodness, there's the Red Baron, that jerk. Okay, let me turn my engine back on. By shutting off the engine also allowed you to turn faster to go ahead and meet an enemy in flight. And then what you could do is you could press a button and then look in different directions to see where he is. Oh, okay. I think it had me a little skeleton. Did a skeleton pop up there? That's what it looked like. Oh my goodness. Oh, I forgot. I turned off collisions, which was good. So you can see now we're closer to the ground. And when we look down here, we can see there's some more detail on the little farmhouse there. You can actually see, indeed, it is a farmhouse or a barn. But I need to basically get up into the air here. I need to get out of here before the Red Baron comes and gets me. Oh my God. All right, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot, where is he? Let's see. Oh, he's behind me. All right. So let's see if we can. Okay, we need to get out of here. All right. I'm going to shut this off and see if I can at least turn to face him. Oh, there he is. Oh, turn it back on. Yeah, so again, you know, you had the ground there that you could crash into. You had a pseudo 3D environment. You could look all the way around your plane. Okay, stop it already, Red Baron. Of course, I picked the most difficult one to... Come on, turn on. There we go. But yeah, this game, though, was a ton of fun back then. And, oh, shoot. Why did that... go off? I think, did I stall? I may have stalled, or I just pressed the wrong button because I'm a butterfingers when it comes to that. Okay, now if I can just hit him enough we can start to see some smoke trailing off the back of him. Let's see. Come on. Come on. And, you know, we talk about, you know, modern graphics and super complex games and big engines and all these other sorts of things, but a good game is just a good game. I mean, this one is very addictive because of the variety of levels that you have, the variety of challenges you have, really good mechanics, very simple, but a lot of fun to play, and a wide variety here. I mean, the fact that I can now go ahead and move further up into the sky or back down to the ground. We just didn't have a lot of games like that in the era in which this was released. He's smoking right now. There, you can see the puffs of smoke coming off of his tail. Let's see, where is he now? Oh, he may be... Was he in front of me? No, he wasn't in front of me. Come on, there he is. Now he was in front of me. Let's see if I can... I gotta at least get him, right? Before we get out of here. There we go. That's one. Let's see. And then we'll go back to our mission briefing. And then we can get out of here. So that was the Atari VCS Lego kit and construction. If you love Legos, if you love old game systems, go pick it up. It is brilliant. It was so much fun to put together. So many neat little touches in there that just remind me of, the heyday of the Atari. And then, of course, if you own the Atari 50th collection by Digital Eclipse, make sure you've updated it because they've got 12 new games, including this one, Warbirds, that are available for free in the update. And my understanding is that they're going to continue adding more games to the catalog over time. They've also done another compilation, is focused on Karateka, and we're going to go ahead and review that in a later episode. But I'm really excited about next week's episode because I'm going to be focusing on a console that never existed. It was just a virtual type of console. And it's one that you could program on today and do some amazing little games in this really tiny memory footprint. I think it's just awesome. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. We'll wait till next week. But okay, let me see. Come on. I just have to get the Red Baron once, for goodness sake. He's already smoking. Like, why isn't he already out of the sky? He should already be done, right? Okay, where is he? Where is he? Hey, man, that was the other problem with these not having a radar either, right? Okay, he should be in front of me now. Nope. Shoot. Where did he get? Oh, now he's behind me. Ah, that jerk. All right, let me cut my engine. Oh, Looper, there he was. You saw him there. I'll cut my engine back on before I crater into the ground. Oh, shoot, look at my altitude. I'm really low now. Come on, pull up. Woo! Shoot. Okay. Come on. My altimeter. Oh, yeah, my airspeed is low. My altimeter is low. I may crash out here before I get to kill him. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try to go ahead and loop back. No, I don't want to loop by the ground. Okay. Let's just go overhead here and try to do it. No, I'm going to crash in the ground. I'm going to crash in the ground. Ah! Oh, look at that. That is terrible. 0 air victories. My rank was target. Yes. I was the target. I didn't get any of the targets. Damn it! That is a difficult game, but it is so much fun. Definitely, if you have this game already, make sure you go ahead and update and pick it up. It is Warbirds on the Atari 50th collection. Really fantastic. Now look, now he's lined exactly up in front of me, so I can go ahead and hit him, right? All this time. And I have collisions shut off just so that way I mean, I didn't need collisions. I already went ahead and hit the ground myself. But yeah, really challenging. You can see it wasn't easy to go ahead and play this game, but it's just a ton of fun to play. All right, let's see. Where is he? Oh, behind me, right? Oh, no, he was in front of me. Now he's behind me. Cut off that engine. You flip around, and there he is. And let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Right, so I'm just going to go play this one out because I am going to get him for sure, for sure. Nope. Dang it. Have you played Atari today? Yeah, I know, exactly. Eyes shut on that because, yes, crashing into the ground there. My apologies, I didn't see the chat. I was too busy focused on trying to get the Red Baron here. Shoot, there he was. See, shut that engine. There he goes. And turn the engine back on before I fall out of the sky. Oh. So yeah, even though it's only a limited set of controls, right, there was still a lot of strategy to playing the game. As terrible as I am at it, there was still a lot of strategy required here to be this bad. Okay, come on. We just saw the smoke. Right there he is. Yeah! All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Went ahead and got him. Air victory. Rank as rookies. Yes, yay! Good job. Good job. Oh my goodness. Well, that was the update to the Atari 50th collection. Definitely go ahead and if you have the game, make sure you go ahead and update it because it is just an absolute blast to go ahead and play. And of course, you know, this collection that they went ahead and put together over there at Digital Eclipse, I mean, they are the absolute leaders in creating these type of compilations, right? They've changed the way we think about, again, game compilations and buying these multi-game packs because it's not done just as, you know, a whole selection of games that you can rip through, but really done as kind of a museum, a living timeline of the existence of these games in the world. And just really incredible. 115 games for this pack. Just absolutely crazy. And it goes all the way from arcade games to their consoles, to the second and third generation consoles that they had, to their PC games, and then beyond. And actually has the best Atari Jaguar emulator. Weren't very many good games for the Jag, but the couple that were excellent are included here, including Tempest 2K, the best game on the platform. And I've owned it on multiple versions of the game across multiple platforms over the course of my collecting. And yeah, the emulation that they did for this is extraordinary. It is, again, the best way. It really is the best way to play Jaguar games. Just absolutely love it. So yeah, just look at that. Just beautiful, right? Just absolutely beautiful. Let's just go fire it up for a second there. Here's Tempest 2000. And just listen to the soundtrack of this thing. There we go. Okay, we'll just select a higher level here, and here we go. Soundtrack is just awesome. And again, if you have the spinner attachment that you can 3D print, and that they made available, you can go ahead and use the spinner control on this, and it works great. I 3D printed one of them. I just don't have it here with me in the studio, so won't be using that. But yeah, just look at how awesome this is. And there is, well, the creator of this game, Jeff Minter, is one of the industry's best-known early developers, created some of the most awesome, psychedelic, and trippy games ever. Attack of the Mutant Camels and all that other stuff. And he's done these sorts of games, TXK. He's done Polybius, which is a ton of fun to play, as well on modern consoles. And there's a whole lot more coming from Mr. Jeff Minter, or Yak, as he is known to his friends. But yeah, you have the Atari 50th celebration. Definitely go ahead and pick that up. And make sure you update it so you can go ahead and get the 12 additional games that we played through today here on Rewind. So with that, I think that brings us right to the end of another episode. So remember, if you are a video game developer of any size, from AAA to indies, make sure you head on over to aws.amazon.com/GameTech to discover the products, solutions, and services that we offer to help you on your cloud game development journey. And if you're a beginner looking for a clear starting point, To help you build a career or learn to produce games in the AWS cloud, we recommend you start with an AWS learning plan. This set of on-demand courses will help increase your knowledge of game servers and game analytics and help grow your technical skills to solve real-world game development, compute, and analytics problems. And you can demonstrate your knowledge to the world by earning digital badges. Head on over to aws.training/GameTech to start your AWS for Games learning plan today. And of course, as always, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Waterflame for allowing us to use his music here on Rewind. Make sure you head on over to his YouTube channel at Waterflame Music to check out his incredible work. And lastly, if you care about preserving the history of video games as much as I do, make sure you head on over to the Video Game History Foundation's website at gamehistory.org. They're doing incredible work to preserve the history of our industry for future generations. And I want to thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, an awesome weekend, and we'll see you next week on Rewind.